Welcome back to the Arcast. My guests for today are Maya and Olivia. Welcome in. You can take this.
Thank you.
So why don't you guys tell me a little bit about yourself, anything like that.
I'm Olivia Nistico, and we're in my house right now. Here you go.
I'm Maya Valdez. I work in the industry of elevators, and thank you for having me.
Okay, that's a good industry, I gotta say. So who would win in a fight, me or Olivia?
Like fist fight?
Yeah, like no weapons, just like, like...
No weapons.
Yeah, just something like that.
Statistically, I think Olivia, because you have body fluids that contain fat, as you would call it.
Okay, now this is just okay. So,
Yeah.
what?
So Nistico here has a yacht, and she...
A yacht? What does that have to do with anything?
It makes her work out more. And
No,
you
but
sit on your desk and play jumping dash, and it works your muscles for your fingers.
Yeah, but think about it.
Which could like help you poke her eyes, but
Okay,
statistically...
wait. Maybe just put your mic a little bit closer to your mouth, just like that.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, what I would say to that is, if you have a yacht, like the chances are that you have a lot of money and don't have time to exercise because you're too busy, like investing in stocks and trying to play the market.
I'd like to make a point right there. Sorry for cutting you off. Since she has a lot of money, like she could literally build a robot to just beat you up instead, right?
No, this is a fist fight.
So she could have robot arms.
Yeah, but I feel like that's kind of getting away from the question. The question is like, if right now I just jumped and started hitting her in the face, like would I win the fight or what?
No.
Would you let me live in your house if I said it was promised to me 3,000 years ago?
Repeat the question.
Would you let me live in your house if I said it was promised to me 3,000 years ago?
No.
Well, what if I bombed you for that?
Too bad.
I actually agree with that. So, that's a pretty base take. I think we'll move
Wait,
on.
is Olivia Nistico supposed to answer too?
Yeah, you can. But this question is actually for you, Maya.
Perfect.
How do I deal with the dead raccoon in my refrigerator?
Deep fry it and then just take a munch at it.
Take a munch at it. Well, it's not that I want to eat it. It's more so like that he sort of... So he was in my house and he like kind of weaseled himself into the refrigerator. And now I really don't know what to do because I'm kind of in a pickle. Because it's like, if I take him out, he's going to thaw and it's going to smell disgusting. But if I leave him in there, I can't use my refrigerator because everything else is going to get contaminated.
Step one, just like leave him in there for a good amount of time so it freezes up. So then it can't attack you.
Okay. I mean, I could try that. It's just like...
You see where I'm going there?
Yeah, okay. Do you have any thoughts on that or...
Coming from a true Italian, I approve. From Maya's
All right.
things.
Sorry for the cut, guys. Olivia, she ordered a lot of packages with all of her money, and so she had to go get them at the door. So anyway, Olivia, you recently claimed Chinese people and Thai people are the same thing. Why don't you tell me a little bit about that one?
I mean, I don't really remember saying that.
You literally said it about 2 days ago, and I was just wondering, like, what you were really going on about that. We were on a call, and you were just talking about how, like, there wasn't really much of a difference between them.
I think it was late at night, so I don't think I meant that.
I think making excuses about stuff like this is really just going to get you into deeper waters, and maybe you should just admit, your bigotry on this subject, and then we can move on.
Their eyes are similar, I guess. Maybe that's why I said that. I don't think...
Which biome has the best gear for the early game, the Crimson or the Corruption?
I think Maya wants to answer this one.
All right.
What's the question?
Which biome has the best gear for the early game, the Crimson or the Corruption?
Crimson.
And why is that? I would disagree. I would say the Corruption has the Worm Scarf, which is probably better.
I agree. Sorry.
Okay.
Keep going.
How come when an ambulance cuts through traffic, it's okay, but when I crash into one at a high speed, I go to jail?
Well, that's an interesting question. I would say that ambulances are prior and more important than you, just in general. So they should be allowed.
I think you might have misunderstood the question. I'll say it again. How come when an ambulance cuts through traffic, it's okay, but when I crash into one at a high speed, I go to jail?
Because you can't crash into someone. That's illegal.
But then he gets to cut right through traffic.
Is he crashing into people?
He could if he
Did
wanted
they?
to. Maybe. I didn't see. I crashed into it. And so
I think this is irrelevant.
Can I add?
you have a thought for this?
The ambulance is, like, responding to an emergency. So they have the
Well, what if
rights,
my
and it's the
emergency was
law.
that there was someone I really didn't like in that ambulance and I wanted to ram straight into it?
That's
what if
not that's something you have to deal on your own. You're not causing a big accident to like solve.
But what if there's
that.
no other way? Because once it gets to that if it's in the if the guy's in the ambulance and he's going to the hospital, he's going to be healed if I don't crash into it in time.
I would just wait in your case until he gets out of the ambulance, and then you just crash into the pedestrian, so you don't have to harm the ambulance itself.
You know, I'll actually maybe take that advice into account. This is a question for you.
Yep.
You blame the Hindus for failing your driver's test. Why is that?
Because I couldn't understand what he was saying. And
how is that his fault? Isn't that your fault for having bad ears?
No, he just has to learn better English. This is Canada, not India, so sorry.
But like, what did his accent have to do with you failing your test? Wouldn't you say that maybe it was some inaccurate driving?
No, because he told me I did not have to put the emergency brake on. And I said, okay, perfect. So I just didn't turn it on. And then he gave me a mark for not turning it on. And I think that's really unnecessary.
But are you sure he really said that, or did you just misunderstand
I'm positive.
Which is a bigger problem, inflation or unemployment?
Would you like to answer this?
Sure. I think.
Point that a little bit closer to your mouth, please.
I think inflation is probably a bigger problem because there's more people with jobs right now, and like the higher the costs, all the Hindus.
But like, wouldn't you say that like you'd rather everyone have a job than like not have a job? And you know, it's like, because if inflation is like really low, but people don't have jobs, I mean, what are you gonna do about that?
No, but like if inflation is higher, it's harder for people to hire because like everything is more expensive, so they don't want as like many.
Is bacon overrated?
No, bacon. It's like
bacon
the best
is the
meat.
most overrated snack I've ever had in my life.
It's not.
I would literally rather have any other cut of the pig than bacon.
Like what? The feet?
No, like ham is better.
That's what,
even
what part of
pineal
that?
bacon. I don't know if you've ever had that. Is better.
That's still bacon.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
That's
It's
this-
very.
It
different.
just has like
bacon
what,
is like I'm
cornstarch on
talking about like American bacon, like the strips that are like
Yeah.
crispy and. Blech.
It's good.
No, it's not. I'd much rather have a breakfast sausage.
Why? Those are like heavily processed and like.
You know, why don't we bring Ethan in
insanely-
on this? Come on the show. Borrow that mic. Come on.
Just borrow that for a second?
Just say a little word about
So
it.
what's up?
Well, I'm just asking you, what are your thoughts on this subject?
So bacon, love that stuff, man. But
You have to admit,
Sometimes-
sausages are better, though.
sausages are better. The little breakfast ones. Come on.
Yeah. No.
All right.
Right? All right, bye. Ethan.
Thank you.
You can go back to jail now.
Imagine like the sausages. Okay, so the bacon is more fresh because it's from the store in like the freezer. Or no, in the réfrigérateur, whatever.
Yep.
That's called the fridge. Okay. But the breakfast sausages, they've been sitting in heavily processed like.
You don't think bacon's
environments.
heavily processed?
No, because it's like you can make your own bacon, right?
Yeah, you're
Like,
still
it's
buying the
easier to
processed
make-
cut of
No,
meat.
it's not processed because it's from the pig itself. Like
It's
the
just-
bacon, like the
You
sausages
know,
are bad.
bacon is okay when it's like mushy, but as soon as it's crispy, it's like it tastes like you're eating ashes. It's disgusting.
What? Then just what, you want it smushy. That's gross.
In a survival situation, which tool is more useful, a bicycle chain or a broken camera?
What would you do with a broken camera?
Well, I'm asking you. I'm asking which ones would be more useful,
So
a
a-
bicycle chain or a broken camera?
Obviously, a bicycle
talk
chain.
a little bit about that? Sure. Come on, pass the mic over.
I think bicycle chain.
And why's that?
Because you could whip it at people, and a broken camera, what are you supposed to do with that? What model of camera are we talking about?
I'd say like a Canon, probably.
And it's broken.
Yeah, it's broken, but I mean, I don't really think you'd be taking
Like,
photos anyway on your
Or
little
broken in
island
the
getaway.
sense you can't take a picture, or broken in the sense like into.
Like broken as in you can't take pictures. Like it, I don't know, it doesn't have a charge. The lens is broken. That kind of
Yeah,
thing.
bike chain.
Bike chain. But like, what are you gonna do with the bike chain? It's not like you can drive it around.
Well, I'll just whip it at people and whip it at
Yeah, but then
stuff
you get all
I'm
that grease
filming
in your
myself.
fingers. It's gross.
Then I'd hold the leaf under it. and
Hold a
then,
leaf?
Like put a leaf in my hand and then put the chain and just whip it.
This is a question for Olivia. Why are you a musician if deaf people can't hear you play? Isn't that insensitive?
I mean, they can like imagine me playing. Like if their eyes still work most.
Yeah,
of the
but
time.
I feel like that's not really as enjoyable as hearing the
Well,
music. So
there's a very
why wouldn't
small
you like invest in
percentage-
more of a visual art?
There's a very small percentage of people who are deaf, first of all, and like secondly, like the concert itself still looks good.
Yeah, but that's like saying like, why can't I drop a bomb on a small town if there's only a very small percentage of people there? It's like, is that really, you know,
Well,
is that
that's an interesting way to put it. That's not really like deaf people. I don't know. Like there's not that many.
You know, I just think this is
And-
maybe
no, no, no.
confirming my
Okay.
previous ideas about you. I think maybe you might have some little prejudices that you maybe don't talk about often, but you know, if you're not okay with admitting that, that's okay. It's just, I mean,
okay.
they can make up their own minds.
All right.
Is that all you
Anyways,
have to say?
yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say, but okay.
Okay, I have a question for Maya over here. How do fish swim without hands?
Pardon?
How do fish swim without hands?
How do people with no hands swim?
They don't. They probably drown and flop, and they're like, and they get to the bottom of the water.
Let me ask you then. How do
Okay.
fish swim with no hands?
Why are you asking me the same question? This like some sort of like Jedi mind trick to.
Because they have fins and gills.
But what do the fin like? My question is like, so if the fish is just like a slim body with no way of going like that, how does it move?
They
It's like,
do. They're fins.
but their fins are thin like that. It's like imagine if you try to swim with a piece of paper. Like how is that?
Because their body mass is really low, and it just fins help because like they're small animals, right?
Some.
And they're
What
really
about the
really
tuna?
light.
I mean,
So
just like,
being in the water itself you don't need much movement, and those little fish can swim. Little fins or big hands doesn't matter. They can still swim.
which is a more impressive accomplishment, winning an Olympic medal or completing Sonic Wave Infinity?
Completing Sonic Wave Infinity.
That's a good point. I mean, I don't really have anything to say to that. I mean, I totally agree.
Perfect.
But, do you have any thoughts on that, Olivia?
I think winning an Olympic medal is more of an
How?
accomplishment.
Literally
because you would
All
be
you have to do is
known
jump
for
on
it.
stuff and do little spins.
Yeah, but like you would be known for that. Like more people watch the Olympics.
I
than
don't know.
whatever
I
the
feel
heck
like
that
people
was.
who've beaten Sonic Wave Infinity get like significantly
I've
more views
never
on
heard
YouTube.
of that.
Well, maybe you're not on the right side of YouTube.
No, but everybody's heard of the Olympics. Nobody's
Yeah,
heard
but
about
who actually
that.
watches Olympics on YouTube? Like, I feel like if I beat Sonic Wave Infinity, I'd probably get more views than someone who, does a backflip or whatever.
That's not the Olympics, but
That's exactly. They literally go
Mm-hmm.
on a diving pool, splash.
right. But you know what the Olympics are, and I don't know what the heck the Sonic FR you just said.
It's
Is.
one of the hardest levels in Geometry Dash.
Oh, it's Geometry Dash.
Of course.
How many people play Geometry Dash?
Millions.
How many people watch the Olympics?
0.
Like billions.
0.
Right.
Who is more talented in their respective domains, Taylor Swift or Jeffrey Epstein?
Oh, I think a certain guest would like to answer this.
I don't know. I don't see anyone that wants to answer this question.
I
on
think
this
there's somebody
podcast.
right there that wants to answer that.
I think Olivia might have some sort of delusions, like visual sort of problems. Maybe we'll pass this question over to Maya.
All right.
Just say in talent or who's better?
No, the question is like who's more talented in their respective domain. So obviously, like one of them is probably not that good of a person, but I mean, like who did a better job at what they do best?
Probably Jeffrey Epstein.
And then why is that?
The,
I mean,
the whole
I kind of-
Prodigy was
I kind
really,
of agree with you because he's like, I mean, he got away with it for like
Yeah.
20 years.
and like just the thought behind it, even though it's not good.
Yeah.
Like, the thought behind it, he did it like really well and like hit it really well from a
Yeah,
lot of
I mean-
people, and like no one really knew about it until
Until recently.
recently.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good point. That's a good point. I have a question for Olivia now. This is a good one. You once said being gay is a choice. Do you still stand by this?
Yes, I do.
Why is that? Literally how?
No, so okay. It's not really. It's a choice.
Point that a little bit closer to your mouth.
It's a choice, because, well, if you look at the percentages, let's say,
the percentage.
no,
You've
the
never
percent-
looked
no,
at the
no,
percentages
I
in
haven't,
your
but you
life.
can just like think.
You can just
Because
the
you know,
vibe thing.
yeah, people, or actually, okay, it's a choice because they get influenced online. Like people, they'll see.
So how were people gay in like the 1900s?
Well, that's different. But most people nowadays, I'll say, they're just influenced online, which is why they're like, oh, I'm gay, I'm lesbian,
Hold on.
I'm whatever.
I want
else."
to debate her on this for a second.
Oh.
But like, how is it what online would make you gay? I don't understand.
The fact that like celebrities are coming out, and then or the main one is people feel like they have to like stand out or like feel more important or something. Also, another person that might be sitting next to me said that like it's a phase everybody goes through, especially during the times
it's
of
not
COVID.
like a phase. Like I feel like even if someone who is gay just like was trapped in like an isolated white room for their entire life, they'd probably still be gay.
Can I add on?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Thank you. Olivia,
Yes.
is it your decision to be straight?
Kind of.
Would you want to be gay?
No.
So how is
What's
that
the
any
difference?
What?
What's the difference?
Say that again.
Did you choose to be straight?
Sure. Oh. A certain somebody with a mic also said that wait, yeah, you said like you're born gay.
You are born gay if you're
How?
gay. What do you mean how? Like I don't
Okay, I
understand.
will agree some
born to be straight?
well, it's okay. The majority of people are born straight, I'll say.
Yeah. Okay.
Like there's nothing wrong with being gay. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like it's more of like a choice in a way.
Can I add on to that?
Yes.
So you mentioned that me and Remi both were in that phase. Remi?
I was never in that phase. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, perfect. I was, and I did date a girl, and the feelings were mutual. We were, like, it was good. Like, we both liked each other. But then I just realized, oh, I don't like her that way. So that's why now I'm straight. But at one point, I did realize, I was like, oh, wait, I do like her. And I did like her. But then at a certain point, I was like, oh, maybe I just don't like her in that sense. But the feelings were mutual at the time, and I don't think it's a choice. It's just how you feel towards the person.
You know, now that you say that, that makes more sense.
If someone's under the influence of drugs such as alcohol, is it wise for them to walk on a barely frozen lake in the middle of the night? I mean, it's just a question. I'm just wondering.
I mean, from my personal experience,
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Okay.
whoa, whoa! What are you
my
saying?
personal experience of living on a lake for like
Oh, okay, yeah.
16, 17 years, I believe, I mean, that's a dumb idea. And I think
Mhm.
that they should let people know before they go out,
Well, why's that?
just in case they fall through.
But what if they want to fall through? What if it's an
Well,
elaborate
then that's a
scheme?
different story. Then
Okay.
they're allowed to go.
I think I just have one more question for you guys, so we'll make this one quick. This one's I actually pulled off of Reddit. Would you rather be a woman or be a lizard?
So I think Maya would like to answer that.
All right.
Like a woman as in like a human woman?
Yeah, like would you rather be a woman or be a lizard?
What gender of lizard?
Doesn't matter. It could be any. It's a random.
Where would the lizard live?
In his natural habitat, like
And human?
right here.
I'd rather be a lizard.
Yeah, why? I agree with you. I feel like it's like a very peaceful life, you know, just sitting there. Sometimes if you get lucky, you're, you know, owned
You
by a
should.
human, you get a heat lamp, like
Like, I want to feel how it feels to shed. And like, they just go on a stone and tan the whole day. It's pretty simple and pretty nice and
yeah.
fun.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have any thoughts on that, Olivia?
Well, like being a woman, you do like your face sheds like every month, right? So like
What?
it's the same thing as
Your
the
face
lizard.
sheds?
Yeah.
I've never heard of this. What?
Yeah, it happens every month.
Every month, a woman.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Like it's a thing.
Ethan, is this real?
I don't know.
What?
It's a thing. It's like basically the same thing. It's like a lizard is like the good part of being a woman. You know?
What?
Yeah,
every Yeah.
month you have to shed your face.
Mhm.
It's a thing.
I don't. This is some sort of trick or something.
No, it's not. You can literally look it up.
Why don't I have that?
Because you're not a woman. It's kind of basic. I mean, unless
What?
you are, I don't know.
But okay, I mean, I never got a health class because my gym
wasn't
teacher
that
was
the
too
last question?
embarrassed.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, no, that's pretty much all the questions we have for today for the Rcast. I mean, you know, I wanted to get you know, Hassan Piker on the show, but he didn't really want to, so I got these people instead. So see you guys. Bye.